Ye. Way up.
Yo, what's good? Happy 313 day, everybody. It's March 13th. And yes, it's also a hump day. But we have a special guest joining us today on this Wealth Wednesday. We have Sam Taylor, the owner of Box Truck Bros, joining us, and he's going to tell you how he started his own business. I know a lot of people are, working in the trucking industry, but he's got some cheat codes for you guys. And he also does training, and he has a huge following on social media at Box Truck Bros. He has over 700,000 followers. That's because he's super transparent about everything that he does to run his business, how much money he makes. So, yes, he'll be joining us. And you know how we start the show off every single day. Shine a light. 800-292-5150 is the number. Let us know who you guys want to shine a light on. It's way up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and happy 313 day. It's time to shine a light. And you know what? Since it's Detroit's holiday today, I want to shine a light on Kiera Smith. She is the founder and owner of Fresh and Pressed Juice Bar that's in Troy, Michigan. Now, she actually opened this juice bar because her son was having a lot of stomach issues, and the only way that she could help solve his condition was by giving him a combination of fresh beet, celery, and grape juice for a month. It actually helped his pain go away, and he was returned to being his happy, busy self. Since then, she has opened Fresh and Pressed Juice because she was making juices at home. People were ordering it, and she was like, all right, it's time to bring this to the masses. And she's also married to Icewear Vezo. And he was nervous when she opened this business. He told us, and she knows this too, behind the scenes, he knew she wanted to do this. He had never opened something like this before. He didn't know people would want to come and juice. And when I tell you it's amazing, I've been there, I've juiced there. I will definitely be going there while I'm in town. I'm headed to Detroit today. So shout out to you, Kiera Smith. And now, Robin, who would you like to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my sister, Jackie. She's been helping me through this process. And I want to shine a light on my grandmom because they've been helping me through this process with me losing stuff and stuff like that. And they've just been there mentally for me. So. Okay.
All right. Well, shout out to them. How are you feeling today?
I'm much better. My head's still not intact. I lost my vehicle yesterday because of an accident on stupid people and stuff like that. But
you know what? You are alive. You are alive and okay. Thank God.
Yep. That's all I thank God every day.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you, honey. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.
You too. Bye. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. Michael B. Jordan is lonely. Who would have thunk it? We'll tell you what he had to say. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they AngelaYe, like they AngelaYe.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and it's time for your Yeetie. Well, nobody would have thought this. Michael B. Jordan says that he is lonely, but isn't ready to date again. Here's what he had to say on an episode of On Purpose with Jay Shetty.
How does being the sexiest man alive find love?
It's very lonely. I go back and forth between wanting partnership and then not knowing what's the best partner for me. Like, bringing them into my world of what I got going on isn't easy.
He did reveal that he also does want a family eventually. He said, I'm not looking, but it would take a very special person to understand and grow with me. And Zoe Kravitz honored her father, Lenny Kravitz, at his Walk of Fame ceremony. And by the way, what a beautiful family. Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz, Lisa Bonet. She said that her father was relatively young when she was born in many ways. He was only 24 years old, and that they've been through a lot. But his longest relationship is with his see-through shirts. Here's what she said.
I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time. And I must say, being your daughter has been one of the great adventures of my life. I've seen the way you show up and take care of the people you love. I've seen your incredible dedication to your art, but mostly I've seen through your shirts. Your relationship with the netted shirt is probably your longest one.
Denzel Washington also honored Lenny Kravitz. He called the musician more than a friend. He's more than a brother. And you know what? Talking about Denzel Washington, they just put out the list of the highest paid actor from last year, and Denzel was on the list in the top 10. Now, number one on the list, Dan, do you know who that could have been? If you had to guess?
I would guess Leo DiCaprio.
Wrong. It was actually Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay.
He made $73 million.
Sheesh. Still doing it.
It's because he made 4 film projects and did a tour last year.
His old movies are hands down some of my favorites. Billy Madison and like Big Daddy in those.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I've never been that big on Adam Sandler movies.
I grew up on those.
For whatever reason. But number 2 on the list was Margot Robbie from Barbie, Tom Cruise, Ryan Gosling, Matt Damon, Jennifer Aniston, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jason Statham, Ben Affleck, and then Denzel Washington. You know, it's interesting. Usually Dwayne Johnson's on the top 10 and so is Tyler Perry. But these are the highest paid actors. So Tyler Perry, I don't think was in any movies last year. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I actually went to go talk to some students at Engine Room Audio. It was a great conversation. I'll tell you about it. It's way up.
Yeah. Last night.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and it's time for About Last Night. Last night, I was at Engine Room Audio, and that's the studio that my good friend Scotty Lee owns. That's also the studio where I do my lip service podcast. And last night, I went in to go talk to the students. He actually helps teach them about engineering, recording, producing, all of that. And the conversation was interesting, but one thing that I noticed that was a thread throughout was about networking. And when I first met Scotty, who owns the studio, I was in high school. And he was at Howard University. And, he hooked me up to do an internship with Wu-Tang. And then after that, he actually linked me with Nile Rodgers, who is one of the founding members of Chic, but also a producer who did, I'm Coming Out. He did We Are Family. But the students had some really great questions and insight. They were asking me about marketing. I got to reflect a lot on how my career got started. For anybody who doesn't know, when I first started in radio, I was at Sirius, and that was through Paul Rosenberg and Tracy McNew, who worked with Eminem, managed Eminem. So they're the ones that really linked me from the beginning. And when I first met them, it was when I was working at Wu-Tang, and I had Eminem opening up for Wu-Tang at Park Hill Day, which was an event that we used to do in Staten Island. It was like a nonprofit event. They had rides and games and things set up for the kids. And so it was just a relationship that I maintained. And I was thinking about the importance of maintaining relationships, making sure that when you go out places, you're showing support, and then following up afterward. I think it's really important that when you go out, you make sure that you stay in contact. And it's so much easier now with social media. When I first got started, there was no social media. So doing small things like leaving thoughtful messages on people's posts or reposting them, people really appreciate things like that. And so that was just some things that I was thinking about. Then I went home and took some Benadryl and passed out. Okay? So that was my whole entire night. And then today, after the show, I'm heading to Detroit. Now, when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is a number. If you want to tell us a secret, we're not going to judge you. Well, you get to remain anonymous, so we don't even know who you are. Again, that's 800-292-5150. And y'all are some wild people. I tell you this all the time. When I hear Tell Us a Secret, I'll be like, whew, it's so hard not to judge. All right, 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret when we come back.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe on a hump day, so I know these are going to be good. It's that time. Tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you? What's your secret?
Me and my wife were talking about having a threesome,
but
she doesn't trust too many people. So over a period of time, she finally got somebody for me and her.
Okay.
And my sister.
What? I don't believe that.
I swear to God.
So your wife said, let's have a threesome with my sister?
Yeah, somebody she could trust.
And you agreed to that?
Of course. I'm a man.
Oh, my gosh. And so tell me how it went. Like, what was the plan?
Well, we talked about it. It's been on and off for a few years. And finally, we were going through some hard times. And I guess to spike up our life, our sex life a little bit, we were mentioning some names. We threw some names out there, and then she was a little bit, I don't think none of those people would have worked for me. So I was like, okay, well, who you figure? And I said, well, what, I'm just playing around. I just threw her sister's name out there. She said, you know what? I don't know. She thought about it. She said, well, I'm going to ask her. And her sister was all for it.
Oh, my gosh. The fact that you threw her sister's name out there is wild, too, because it's not even funny. How is it when you guys see the sister?
Like nothing. We grown adults. We handle it like we still we still fam, and it was more than one time. I can tell you that. We've done it a few times.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing, I guess, and thank her for sharing.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna hear this one later, but that's all good.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You want to tell us a secret?
Yes, my secret is that I've been married for 3 years, and I'm actually a lesbian. I'd rather be with a woman. My husband have no idea that I'm really obsessed with women. I only married him for his money, but I want to walk in 2024 happy and living my best life and being free and dealing with whoever I feel makes me happy.
Okay, and I'm sure you want him to be happy too, because he probably could tell you're not that into him.
Yeah. He's believing that it's my past trauma, why I can't really connect with him, but I don't want him. I want a woman. I can't get enough of a woman's body, a woman's touch, and I'm tired of hiding the secret.
Are you going to tell him that, or are you just going to break up with him?
I believe so. I'm going to tell him because it's my first time calling in, and it went straight through. So I think it's meant for me to tell him this is God's way of telling me to confess my sins.
Okay. Yeah, definitely let him know. I mean, he might be very supportive. It might be hard for him at first, but he might be like, you know what? I can accept that. Like, because you can't help how you feel.
Absolutely.
The only part you may want to leave out is that you married him for money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Good luck.
All right. Bye-bye.
Let's live your best life, baby. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And Beyonce has announced the name of her upcoming album. But in addition to that, I also have some music previews for you from Sexy Red and Suki Hana. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yeetie. Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and it's time for your Yeetie. Brand new Beyonce. Beyonce has announced that her upcoming LP is called Cowboy Carter, and it's coming out really soon, March 29th. Doesn't that feel real quick?
Hell yeah, that's right around the corner. Are you excited for it, though?
I am. It's interesting. I actually like the songs that she put out already. Now, I don't know if I'm like a country music person.
Yeah.
So... but I'll listen to it.
The majority of our audience isn't country music fans, I would guess.
Yeah, but she is a huge pop artist.
Yeah.
That transcends like every genre. Like, look at Taylor Swift. She started off doing country and then turned into pop. And I feel like they have a similar fan base too. No?
In regards to size and following, sure.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about Sexy Red. She wants to guest star on Abbott Elementary. She posted how I get on Abbott Elementary. I would love to see her on there.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Like, what would she be doing on there, you think, if you had to put her in a role?
Be a student that's left back.
Okay. Those kids are really young, though.
Well.
No, she's way too old for that. Maybe she could be a substitute teacher.
That would be funny.
That would be amazing.
That would be funny.
All right. Well, she also previewed a new song alongside Soulja Boy's dancing video. And here's what it sounds like. She just had a baby and she is back to work. No matter what, you cannot deny the fact that this woman is working, okay? All right, and another person who's been working, Suki Hana. She has a new song out right now, and people are upset about it, but Doja Cat posted it. It's called Selling. Can I say Selling?
No, ma'am.
All right, well, here's what it sounds like.
I'm selling good. I'm selling good. I'm selling good. I'm selling. Your man say he wanna go to so I introduced him to the girl.
Yes, and after Doja Cat posted it, Suki Hana put it up and said, bro, Doja Cat posted my song. All right, so that's exciting for her. Suki Hana is hilarious, by the way. But yes, I'm sure this song is going to generate a lot of conversations. And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. And you know it's 313 Day, so I'll tell you what that's all about in case you don't know because you're not from Detroit. It's Way Up.
Check the news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and it is time for your Under the Radar, the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines, but you need to know about them anyway. What up, though? Today is 313 Day in Detroit. Now, in case you don't know what that is celebrating the area code 313, and there's going to be all kinds of special discounts. There'll be food that people are selling for $3.13. If you go to McDonald's, you can get Verner's today. You can get a filet of fish fries, a medium Dr. Pepper, and Verner's cooler. That's only available on March 13th at participating stores. They'll also be giving away t-shirts with the meals while supplies last. There's also a 313-day health and wellness fair that'll feature booths offering information on exercise, healthy eating, stress management, and more. So a lot of things that are happening. Pizza Cat and Snipes has an event today. It's a 5-stop mobile shopping experience. So they'll be going to Southfield, Gateway, Conner, Harbortown, and Redford. All right, now Donald Trump is saying that if he is elected, one of the first acts that he will do is free the January 6th, quote, hostages who are wrongfully imprisoned. Hostages, aren't those the people that violently attacked the Capitol on January 6th? I am so confused on the fact that people really support this man. Dan, what did you think when you saw Donald Trump say he would free those January 6th hostages as one of his first acts?
That's crazy.
Like, can he even do that?
I mean, probably. He did whatever he wanted when he was in there.
Well, nearly 500 people have been sentenced to incarceration over that riot on January 6, 2021, and prosecutors have secured more than 950 convictions. So last year, he did say he would pardon a large portion of those defendants and said he would do that early on, and he keeps on saying that. That is so wild to me. Like, they deserve to be in jail. You can't just do that. That is so wild. If that would have been the other way around,
they'd be dead.
It would, yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, that is your Under the Radar. And when we come back, we got the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, it's a Wealth Wednesday. And we have Sam Taylor. He is the founder of Box Truck Bros. You can follow him on social media. Anything you wanted to ever know about the trucking business and how you can make some money, he's already made his first $1 million. All right, he'll talk about how he did it. He's formerly incarcerated. And look at what he's doing now. I love to see it. It's Way Up on a Wealth Wednesday.
They say it's truth in the room. From industry shade to all the gossip, talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Talk to him.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and it's time for your Yee tea. All right, the Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, and Nicki Minaj, their custom jewelry is going to be on display at the American Museum of Natural History. The press release says starting May 9th, Ice Cold, an exhibition of hip-hop jewelry will be on display, and that'll be in the Melissa and Keith Meister Gallery. Also, it'll have the gems that were worn by A$AP Rocky, Slick Rick, Ghostface Killah, and many more. They'll have the famous gold rope chains of Run DMC, the Jesus piece that B.I.G. wore on his Born Again album cover, and Slick Rick's gem-studded crown, which pays homage to his UK roots. They'll also have jewelry from Tyler, the Creator, and Erykah Badu. Yeah, I would definitely go to the museum for that. I love going to a museum, by the way. You know, that is like my thing I like to do in my spare time, looking at artwork. It's very relaxing. That's actually a good date. Have you ever been to the museum on a date, Dan?
Yeah, I actually used to live across the street from that museum.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I miss that apartment so much.
Yeah, so you went there a lot?
All the time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, now Amber Rose was on the Jason Lee show, and that is released actually today at 2 p.m. And she talked about a lot of different things. She talked about her ex, Alexander A.E. Edwards, and how he's moved on with Cher, but she's happy for him and doesn't mind her 4-year-old son that she has with him going over to Cher's house. Here's what she said.
I'm very happy that he's with Cher because it creates stability for when my son goes over there, that it's not all mayhem and stuff.
Slash is going to Cher's house?
Oh, yeah.
In addition, she revealed that she has been suicidal for 3 years. Here's what she said about that.
I've been probably suicidal for 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. I have to microdose on ketamine. It's the only thing that saved my life. And my children. My children saved my life. It got so bad I had to call a suicide hotline.
Well, I'm glad that she reached out to get some help, and hopefully she's in a way better space now than she was before. All right, and Kanye has fired Yes Jewel. She's been working with him. She's been posting a lot. She was involved in the rollout of Vultures, and he posted, "We have decided to no longer have Yes Jewels involved in the rollout of Vultures. All the activity on her page and with our fans in the past few days have been unauthorized." They also posted the email that they sent her to let her know she was fired. It says, "Dear Juliana, obviously you are fired. Yours faithfully." Wow. That's vicious.
Ruthless.
Yeah, that's ruthless. Well, he did hire John Monopoly back. That is his former manager. They always go back and forth, I feel like. And Kanye also the other day dissed Drake. He also said F Drake for taking Dirk right at the beginning of the Vultures rollout. I'll come back to y'all if I think of more FUs. This is after he said FU to a whole bunch of people. And then Drake responded with this 50 Cent clip.
I'm like, what he say me for?
All right. Well, I guess he has a sense of humor about it, at least. And that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is a number. Any question that you have, we're here to help you out. It's Way Up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is AskYe.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and we are live at work right now, and it's time for Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number. Hello, Lito. What's your question?
Hey, so my question is, right, so I'm going on 8 years with my girlfriend. I have a daughter of my own from a previous relationship, as she does. I'm an amazing father to my daughter. I try to be a good father to her daughter, but she seems like I should be doing more for her daughter at this point. I just try to explain to her, like, I'm just trying to get my together, so I hardly do for my own daughter, so I'm not going to do for her daughter what I can't do for my own. So I just want to know, am I wrong?
Well, what kind of things does she want you to do?
For example, she says, like, pick her up, take her out to eat a little more, some one-on-one time and everything like that. And I understand that completely. But it's the way she brought it about me. Like, her daughter's father has other kids, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So she's seen her daughter's father with his other kids. And I know she felt some type of way and just tried to tell me that I need to do more because that made her feel some type of way.
Okay, like it's a competition.
Kids. Yeah.
Okay. And you're right. Sometimes it is the approach because you just said you think that's a reasonable request. You just don't like the reason why and how she requested it.
Yes, correct.
And I do think it's really important, this is a child and you don't ever want the kid to feel like, well, this is your not real dad. Like, no matter what, she didn't ask to be there. You should be treating her child because you guys have made a commitment to each other to be together. Just like she should treat your daughter like it's her own. You should treat her daughter like that's your own too, right?
Understood.
Right. And so I think the main thing is not really what she asked you to do, is how. And that's more of the conversation that you guys need to have. You can do those things, and I think that she's right. Her daughter will appreciate it, and she wants you guys to have a strong bond because she sees you in her life, forever. And because she sees you as her partner and somebody who's going to be in her daughter's life forever, she wants to make sure that you guys establish your own relationship as well. I think that's a positive thing.
Understood. I hear you.
Do those things. Don't not do it because you're mad about how she asked you and the way she phrased it.
Okay.
And remember, it's not always about spending money. It's also about spending time and doing fun things. Even if you feel like, well, I ain't got it like that right now, y'all can have movie nights in the house. You can plan little fun things to do with her that I think will mean a lot.
All right. Makes sense.
Are the daughters friends with each other?
Yes. They call each other sisters and everything. And the only thing that really bothered me about it was because she made this request about a day before my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
So it's like I was in the middle of trying to focus on my daughter's birthday, and then you come with, hey, you need to do more for my daughter. And I'm like, hey, you're just throwing my head in a circle right now.
Yeah. You know what? And everybody's going to be protective of their child, just as you are too, and want whatever is best for their children as well. But the fact that your daughters love each other and call each other sisters, those are both of your kids.
Yeah.
I think that should override everything.
You're right.
What's best for the kids?
You're right.
And then focus on how we communicate. I would have liked for you to ask it to me this way, but you're right. I can step it up and do more. And even if you're planning dates with all the kids together, but just some alone time with you, that's great.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Yee.
No problem. Take care, Lito.
All right. Appreciate it. Love you.
All right, love you too. And that was AskYe, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message, or you can call us up and, be on Last Word with us. And when we come back, we have a Wealth Wednesday guest, Sam Taylor. He is the founder of Box Truck Bros. You can follow him on Instagram. He has over 700,000 followers, but he does great content revealing how much money he makes and how he runs his business. He has his own trucking company. It's way up.
Yeah.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with AngelaYe.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe on a Wealth Wednesday. I'm with my partner, Stacey Tisdale.
Happy Wealth Wednesday, everybody. Yes. We are taking you way up with Sam 40 Taylor.
Yes, how's it going?
Box Truck Bros. You can follow that on Instagram. You have like 715,000 followers.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a journey. It's been over the course of 3 years, organically too.
You got all those followers in 3 years?
Yeah.
And before you even got into your first truck, you actually drove DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
For how many years?
I did that for 4 years.
And then how much money did you have to save up to be able to start your own business?
So I wasn't saving to a goal. I didn't have like a number in mind, but I had about like 25,000 saved before I got into trucking doing DoorDash.
How did you decide trucking?
I was doing research on what business to start. Me and my brother actually, and we drew like a little web of different businesses we could start with about 25,000. We thought about carpet cleaning, thought about landscaping, thought about like junk removal and stuff like that. But we didn't want a client-based business, so started looking on YouTube and came across box truck business, and we seen that you can get started in the trucking industry with no CDL. So kind of doing DoorDash. Yeah,
I could go drive a truck later today.
I mean, yeah, you could. You might need a little bit.
Get off the road.
Yeah. So kind of doing DoorDash, driving all day throughout the city. It was almost like doing the same thing, but on a bigger scale. So it's kind of like a no-brainer.
And so when you said, what can you start for $20,000 to $25,000, what are the costs involved with starting this business?
So first you got to do your paperwork, depending on where you live. Of course, you got to have your LLC. In Virginia, LLC is $100. After that, you got to get your MC and DOT number, which is the authority that gives you legal authorization to carry freight across the country.
Okay.
So that is $300 standard for everyone. After that, you need the insurance for your truck. So yeah, I bought my truck. I had to put down $12,000, which is about 30% of the truck. And some people, they go out and buy cars or they go about other things. And when I seen that, I can go buy a truck for the same amount. I was kind of like, I'm gonna do that.
They're not that expensive.
No,
they're not as expensive as cars.
They're not. Not only can you, finance, you can also rent a truck.
It's Wealth Wednesday. I'm with Stacey Tisdale, and we're talking to Sam Taylor, the founder of Box Truck Bros. Now, Stacey, you have a question for Sam?
You are quite a story. You really turned your life around. I mean, it's just so nice to talk to you, and you're so nice.
Thank you.
Obviously so successful. But you were incarcerated. You didn't finish school.
Yes.
How'd you turn that around?
I would say it really started with my childhood. Growing up, my mom was a single mom about a drug addiction. So we had a very unstable childhood. Out of my 12 years of schooling, I've been to 12 different schools, moving house to house, stuff like that. So living in, that kind of environment, it's almost like you battle adversity a lot. Just having to see the positive in a lot of negative situations is kind of what instilled just like, certain work habits, how to be disciplined. And that's really kind of where it started at, Fast forward to 18, I caught a felony. I got a robbery charge, so I didn't graduate high school.
How long were you in jail?
A year, 1 year.
And so when you came home and you have to put that you have a felony, how difficult was that, and what types of things were people telling you when you were trying to work? Or
you hear people about it's going to be hard to get a job with a felony. I'm thinking on a higher scale, maybe business, IT, something like that. I didn't know I'm getting denied by Target, Best Buy at the age of 19.
You could be president of the United States, though. You could run for president.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wrong field.
So I kind of understood early that finding a job was going to be hard. Of course, I was only 19 years old, so I didn't have no kind of degree, no kind of work experience to kind of back that up. So that was kind of tough for me.
That's a dope story.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Sam Taylor is here with us, with me and Stacey Tisdale for our Wealth Wednesday. We have more with him about Box Truck Bros. When we come back, it's Way Up.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with AngelaYe.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe. It's a Wealth Wednesday, so Stacey Tisdale is here, and we are talking to Sam Taylor. He is the founder of Box Truck Bros. Bros. And so you've also expanded. And so you had your truck.
Yes.
Tell us what happened next, like how you've grown the business.
So I had one truck, and one thing about the trucking industry is it's all revolved around the dispatch, right? Like the dispatch kind of is in control of booking the loads, route planning, making sure the truck is making money. So that's where I kind of stepped off the truck. I hired a driver, got off the truck, and I learned the dispatch side. And after running one truck, then I kind of scaled up and got another truck. But at this time, I went the rental route. So being new in business, I didn't understand how to scale. I just thought like, okay, more trucks equals more money, equals more profits, you know, but I'm doing kind of all the work. Because me and my brother, even though we're Box Truck Bros, we kind of branched off and we both have our separate business. So he has his own business, I have my own business, but we're in conjunction. So I got more trucks and more drivers, more problems,
more bills.
And I'm
more
like,
maintenance.
And I'm making all this, I'm making the money, but I'm saying like, yo, I'm doing all this work and making money, but it's like, I'm not even seeing it, you know? So that's when I kind of like, all right, well, I have way too much on my plate. I got to get rid of some trucks. And then I kind of scaled back down to a level that I was comfortable operating at.
It's Wealth Wednesday. I'm with Stacey Tisdale, and we're talking to Sam Taylor, the founder of Box Truck Bros. Okay, so to date, what has been your best week and what was your worst week?
She's about numbers.
My best week. So on average, because I specialize in dispatch, so I say that's why a lot of people, and I honestly, I got the dispatch from doing DoorDash. If anyone who does DoorDash, Uber, everyone has a strategy that they run. If you're doing Uber, you're probably at the airport at 5 in the morning. If you're doing DoorDash, you're probably at the restaurants, during lunchtime, during dinner time. You know, you're not running too far. So I specialize in dispatch, and my best week, I probably did about 8,000, but that's like my best week. My worst week, I've probably been like 2,000.
Okay, that's good.
But it's so many factors that go into why you make that amount of money. You have a breakdown. Do you have days off? Are you taking off? So if the truck is running consistent, my driver's out there running, we average about between $1,000 to $1,200 a day. So about $5,000 to $6,000 a week is what we try to bring in.
That's pretty good. You're not mad at that.
Yeah. It's decent. It's decent.
And you also coach other people.
Yes. So we do offer coaching. I have courses that teach people how to, of course, get started with cheaper down payments, strategies that we run to make the kind of money that we make, and also offering dispatch classes and mentorship and things like that. So for people who need the step-by-step, you know, hold my hand through this process, we do offer that.
And if you go on Instagram to @BoxTruckBros, and your profile, I see there's your link tree, so people can see how, I mean, he has lots of services that he provides people.
Yeah, you're very transparent on your page about every aspect of the business, good or bad.
That's how he's 700,000 followers.
Yeah, because, you know, get into, especially with like social media and whenever you're offering, because the whole goal of starting trucking was not to sell it to no one. You know, like a lot of people come from the same environment and background as I do, and I wanted to be fully transparent of what you're getting yourself into. You know, what goes on in the day-to-day, from sleeping in the truck, picking up loads, talking to brokers, negotiating rates, like just everything that you could possibly show, I wanted to show.
All right, well, that's great. I love that. Make sure you guys follow Box Truck Bros. Sam Taylor, a.k.a. 40. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
it. Happy Wealth Wednesday, everybody. And Sam will be in our Wealth Wednesdays for Entrepreneurs group on Facebook. Please be sure to join. It's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you want to watch that full interview, you can go to my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with AngelaYe.
What's up? It's Way Up with AngelaYe. I'm AngelaYe, and happy 313 Day. I'm about to head out to Detroit right now. Wherever you guys are going to be watching the game tonight, let me know. I want to join y'all. Maybe we'll go to Craig Cafe and watch the game in the private room in the back. I'm going to hit them up. But yes, whatever you guys are doing, we wanted to come out there and celebrate 313 Day with you guys in the D. And thank you again to Sam Taylor for joining us. He is the founder of Box Truck Bros. You can watch his full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. But of course, you guys have the last word.
Hey, Angela, I was calling with a little secret. I only married my husband because my primary, when I was dating the primary guy, he went ahead and moved on. So I went with the boyfriend number 2 type thing. And so my little secret is that I'm going to file for divorce from my husband and get back with the first guy who I should have been with in the beginning.
Hey, this Will out of St. Louis. I want to shout shine a light on my beautiful wife, Erica Brown. I love you, baby.
Way Up with AngelaYe.